It is 11:47, and you are already lying in bed. The counter from dinner keeps resurfacing, even though you remember wiping it clean. This is what happens when your brain refuses to close the loop of certainty. The lights are off. Your phone is charging across the room. The house is quiet enough to hear the fridge cycle on and off. Your hand stays under the blanket, but your mind is not resting in the same place. You remember wiping the counter clearly. Still, something in you keeps reconstructing the moment as if it was not fully registered. Part of you wants to stay still. The other part is already planning the walk to the kitchen. What you are experiencing is not about cleanliness or habit. It follows a specific system in how your brain handles unfinished certainty. Stay with this for a moment. Don't label it yet. Because the first thing you notice is not the thought itself. It is the fact that your body reacts before your reasoning does. You are lying still, but your mind is not. In the dead silence of the room, the image of the kitchen counter from dinner suddenly haunts you. The brain begins replaying your actions, searching for a signal of certainty it feels is still missing. It treats a not fully confirmed action as unfinished, leaving your body tense and unable to drift into sleep. A question echoes in your head. I already did it. Why does it not feel done? You know you did. This is not a failure of memory. Your body is reacting as if something is still left open. Your brain does not store tasks as finished or unfinished. It stores them as stable or unstable. You might pass the kitchen twice without even noticing, but that counter keeps appearing in micro-thoughts. Unstable signals stay active like background processes, directly competing with your brain's rest state activity. The result is mental fatigue without a visible problem. Rest begins to feel blocked. You wonder, why is this still in my head? You are not thinking it. It is looping itself. Your attention is being consumed without your intention. And that pressure does not stay mental for long. At some point, thinking stops being enough. It is 11:47. Your body shifts slightly toward getting up. The nervous system attempts to find resolution through movement. Action becomes the shortcut for certainty. You tell yourself, if I check just once, it will stop. You are already halfway out of bed. This is not decision-making anymore, and this is where most people mislabel it. You did not want to get up. Your logic tells you everything is fine, but your body simply won't listen. This is not laziness. It is not a bad memory. It is an unavoidable physical urge. Suddenly, you find yourself standing in the kitchen, staring at a stove knob that you already knew was off. In that exact moment, the problem is no longer in your mind. It has become a compulsion of the body. If you have ever found yourself standing there, lost in the middle of the night, searching for a sense of certainty that never arrives, then you need to understand what is truly happening inside your nervous system. People call this being organized or being anxious. You clean everything again, even when nothing has changed, and you justify it as a personal preference. The truth is, the brain prefers labeling a behavior over understanding the trigger system behind it. These labels reduce uncertainty about your own identity, but the cost is misunderstanding your own triggers, repeating the same patterns without ever being aware. You often tell yourself, "This is just how I am." That sentence is the trap. You are not describing yourself. You are explaining a loop, and that loop has roots. At some point, order stopped being a preference. It began in a childhood space where unpredictability existed in the background. You learned to control small objects just to feel stable. Your brain linked environmental order to the reduction of threats. Safety memory became your behavior trigger. You tell yourself, if this is in place, nothing bad happens. You learned this before language. Your system was trained, not chosen, and now it runs automatically. When you finally clean it, something drops in your chest. You wipe the same surface one more time, and for a moment, your breathing slows down. This action temporarily closes the open loops in your nervous system. But this relief is just a shutdown, not true satisfaction. It creates a dependency, short-term calm for a long-term cycle. You tell yourself, now it feels okay again, but it returns every time. You are not keeping things clean, you are keeping uncertainty quiet. And that quiet never lasts long. It was never about keeping things clean. It was about how your nervous system learned to quiet uncertainty through action. And now, that loop runs even when nothing is wrong. For the people who cannot fully rest until everything feels confirmed, even when no one is watching, even when nothing is missing, you are not responding to mess. You are responding to unfinished certainty. Notice when you feel the urge to fix something that is already done. What usually triggers it for you? If this feels familiar, you may want to stay with this space. More patterns like this are coming. The counter was never the problem. The feeling that it was not fully settled was.